All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So it's time to give you a 5-month follow-up. Believe it or not, it's been 5 months since I had this phone. I wasn't even keeping track. I looked, I was like, man, I got to give a nice follow-up. And I said, man, it's been 5 months. So this phone is absolutely great, man. There's a lot to talk about, but I'm going to compress it as much as I can. So the main seller on this phone is the cameras, and the fact that Google gave it the same cameras as the Pixel 5 is impressive, which is a 16 megapixel ultra wide camera, and then you have a 12 megapixel wide camera. That's really impressive. 6 gigs of RAM, 120 gigs of storage, 3,885 milliamp hour battery, 6.2 inch 1080 by 2340 display, 6 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 765G. So look here, man. This phone is absolutely fantastic, man. I have had just the best experience. One key feature that I don't talk about much on some phones when I review them is if they're a dual SIM phone. I don't normally use the dual SIM very long, but since this phone got an update, it was gotten up several updates since then, but one of the latest updates they did in the last update with the March security patch, or maybe it was February, they enabled 5G on both SIM cards. So, or whichever SIM card you're using, it gets 5G. When I would put my SIM card in here before, it would just drop it to LTE, or it'll say just 4G. But now, thank goodness, I can run 5G with multiple SIM cards. So I've got my eSIM. I've always had my eSIM for Google Fi on this phone since I got it. And then I have my AT&T SIM card in here too. So really impressive. I'm really happy with the performance of the network from Google Fi and AT&T. But since T-Mobile and Sprint joined together, let me be honest real quick on a side note, my Google Fi speeds haven't been as good as they used to be. I used to get like above 25, 30, 40, 50, 60 down, but now it's more like 20 or less. But the consistency of Google Fi is still the same. It's really good. I like it. Been with them for almost 6 years, I think, or 7. I don't know. It's been over 5 years, and the service is fantastic. So with this phone, I got my eSIM in here. I download the eSIM to the phone for Google Fi, and AT&T is my other SIM card. Now AT&T service on here is actually really good. I got T-Mobile as well, but I'm running Google Fi and AT&T on here, and the performance with the network for AT&T has been great too, man. I like dual SIM phones. It's just, sometimes I was sending messages from my Google Fi number, and most people don't have that number, and they were like, "Who is this?" And I'm like, "Shoot." So I have to disable it. But it's, so I don't get confused sometimes. But if I'm in a place where I'm gonna need calls on both, gotta hook it up. So having dual SIM on a US phone that's officially 5G is dope. That is something that wasn't a thing back in the day. So network is important, and this phone right here handles the network. Any phone I've thrown at it, any network I've thrown at it, it is flawless. It's great. No problems whatsoever. So you don't have to worry about network, at least from what I can tell in my usage from traveling about and doing things. Network shouldn't be an issue for you. That just shouldn't be an issue. Now, Google is known for their fantastic cameras. And I did a video a while back talking about how, you really should consider this phone if you want like the ultimate Google experience. And I stand by that. I think that Google, with the way they do things, it's really good, man. I think that their cameras, they have mastered the game when it comes to cameras. And if you just want the ultimate Google device, this is probably it. I know you've got the Pixel 5, Pixel 4a, you've got all these other Pixel devices, but this is kind of the ultimate one because it's like that middle ground. It's just that good. So, it's up to you to decide how you want to spend your money on which Google device you want to get it on. But I'm telling you, this phone right here, and also I got mine for $350 on a promo, and that doesn't mean that it's any better because I got it on a promo. It just means that you can find these on carriers sometimes on promos, and I think you should. If you can get it on a promo, you definitely should get it. I think you'll be super happy with it if you do. So this comes in sort of sage, which is it comes in white and then black. I'm thinking about the Pixel 5. It comes in white and then it comes in black. So the white color is actually the new color. And I was kind of perturbed about that because, you know, hey, why wouldn't you want to have clearly white? But just black is always cool too. I really like it. So flipping it over to the back here, you've got a fingerprint reader. Obviously, fingerprint readers are always going to be more stable, in my opinion, than any in-screen fingerprint reader. Even if it's not the fastest, like this isn't the fastest fingerprint reader, but it works every time. You know what I'm saying? There's no positioning your finger a certain way. Once you set it up, you're golden. It's good to go. So having that fingerprint reader is just beast mode. I really like it. On the back here, you can see those beautiful cameras. I really shouldn't have to cover cameras at this point because we all know that Google has the best cameras when it comes to still shots, and even their video is just beast mode now. So you got a headphone jack on the top, which is super nice. So if you're somewhere and you don't want to use Bluetooth and you want to just save battery on your phone and whatever, you don't want to charge more than one thing, grab you some wired headphones because they are out there. We all have some. And then you plug them in and the sound quality is great, man. This phone has stereo speakers, and let me fire one of my videos here. Let me see here. If you haven't seen this video, be sure to check it out, man. All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man, Jay. So today's video is based on a true story. And the true story involves me and Samsung. So at this point of the video, I've titled the video, but at the yeah, that's just boss roll right there. That is just, the quality on this is just fantastic. When you think about the price of it, you got an actual speaker up top and then you got the one on the bottom. So when you consider the price range and how this phone competes against other phones that cost double the cost or more, I think it's impressive. I think you will be hard pressed to say that this phone does not have good speakers. And that's just the truth. That is the honest to God truth. This phone has fantastic stereo speakers, and I think you'll enjoy it when you're watching media consumption, anything you want to look at. I think you'll be super cool with the way these sound straight up. And also not just sound, the picture quality, the full screen on here is absolutely great, man. We're talking about a 6.2 inch display. And by today's standards, you know, this is a pretty good sized phone. 6.2 is the middle ground for a lot of people. 6.2 is the middle ground for a lot of people, and some people are particular about the size of the screen. Some people said the 4.8 was too small. Some people said the Pixel 5 is actually the perfect size, and some people said the Pixel 4.8 5G is the one. 6.2 in a body like this is really good. You know what I'm saying? So performance, you're getting stock Android. It's stock Android. What more can I say? Stock Android, what more can I say? It's fantastic. Social media on here is fine. And this phone gets used for social media, emails, phone calls. I do a lot of phone calls, and my favorite headphones, I still use them, my Jaybird Runs. That's what's hooked to these right here, the Jaybird Runs. See if I turn Bluetooth off. Oh, it's still on. Yeah, Jaybird Runs is what I rock with these right here because these are so comfortable. Bluetooth audio on here is fine. There's nothing to it. Now, aside from the dual SIM being one of my favorite features, the recorder, the voice recorder, is another one of my favorite features. And I feel like having a voice recorder like this is perfect for someone who runs a website. And I run multiple websites. So when I say run multiple websites, I mean I have to edit and type on and put stuff on. Now, my smartphoneconversations.com, I rarely do I type a long article out. But on other sites and other things I do, and using the voice recorder to just dictate everything I'm saying and then just put it into a text form and I can just copy it and just edit certain things is great. If you haven't used that voice recorder yet, you're slipping. It is just ridiculously good. Yeah. So, I mean, it's not hard to follow up on a phone like this because it's great to me. How do I protect it? Obviously, I have it in my Rugged Shield case. This is normally where it's at. Roughly, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want to damage it at all. But I haven't put a screen protector on here, and I really don't plan on putting a screen protector on here. But I like the way this hardware is. I like the rounded body that this, I just like the way this is. I like the little off-white soft touch power button on there. Highlights the phone really well. I like it, but I do like that the white one has a green button. I think that's pretty dope. I'm so tempted to pull the trigger on this white one just for the color. I'd have to sell this first. I wouldn't want to get it just for the color, you know, and then have two of the same phones. I'm done doing that. I used to do that all the time back in the day, but I wouldn't want to do that just to have it sitting around. So there it is, man. Quick follow up. Pixel 4a 5G. Just one of the ultimate devices you could possibly get. And then you pair it with some Pixel Buds. A lot of you guys saw my other video about, things that you should probably have as a part of Team Pixel. Not like the group Team Pixel that we're in, but just if you're a true Pixel fan, you really should have the Pixel Buds. And some of you guys had put in that video that, the Pixel Buds was garbage and you had a lot of problems with them. And it's going to be like, everybody's not going to have this flawless run with the experiences. I don't have problems with some things that you guys have and vice versa. You guys don't have the problems I have. So, in some situations, but I just think this is the ultimate software experience for Android. If you're looking for Android, you have to go this route first. Don't go any other way if you're looking for Android. If you want the real experience, it's right here with Google, man. They do it right. This is a stock wallpaper, by the way. You guys always ask about my wallpapers. This is a stock wallpaper within the device itself. So I'll show you. You go to Styles and Wallpapers. It's down here under Art. And it's right there. So you might have to Google, no pun intended, search online to try to find this wallpaper right here. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed the follow-up. Some of you guys asked for. Yes, I use it every day. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.